Just follow me around. Brian King? 87654. Hey everybody, so O.J. Simpson might finally have to pay some of the millions of dollars he was ordered by a court back in 1997 to pay to the families of the people that O.J. Simpson always said he didn't actually kill. How is all this happening? You might know that O.J. Simpson died back in April of 2024. Well, we're in the Fox News studios here in our LA headquarters explaining all of that to everybody today. So let me tell you about it. So O.J. was ordered to pay, at the time, $33 million to the families of Ron Goldman and his friend, Nicole Brown Simpson, who was, of course, O.J. Simpson's ex-wife, at a civil trial in 1997. That's after O.J. was acquitted by that jury in the criminal trial of those murders. Now, O.J. Simpson then spent more than 2 decades basically avoiding paying any of that money, or almost any of that money, to the families. Fred Goldman kept going after him. Fred, of course, is Ron Goldman's father. He never let it drop, and he kept going and going and going. And then O.J. died, as I said, April 2024. And at the time, O.J.'s longtime friend and attorney, this guy called Malcolm Laverne, said, we are not going to give the Goldmans a penny. He said, I don't want them to get anything. Well, now it turns out that Malcolm Laverne, who is managing the O.J. Simpson estate, has reversed course on that. And now he says he has reached a settlement with the Goldman family to pay out to the Goldmans and the family of Nicole Brown Simpson a total of something like $58 million. So that's the original $33 million plus the interest that has accrued over all of those years. So the question is, though, does O.J. Simpson's estate really have $58 million? I mean, he always pled poverty, said he had not very much. I don't believe that they were ever able to touch his pension, for instance, but, you know, he's got his kids as well, and the estate's going to take care of them, one assumes. And Malcolm Laverne, the executor of the estate, also tells us that, first of all, the IRS has to be paid. So that would mean that O.J. Simpson's estate would have to be worth well north of, say, $60 million or so. It doesn't seem feasible, I think, to a lot of observers that there is anything like that amount of money in the estate. But you talk to the Goldmans over many years, and I'm so old. I was at the criminal trial here in LA. I was then at the civil trial where this settlement was ordered. And if you talk to any of the Goldmans, and in particular Fred Goldman, Ron Goldman's dad, he always said, it's not about the money, it's about getting a sense of justice. They did get the criminal conviction, they did get him held civilly liable, and it was never about the money for the Goldmans. It was about getting what they felt was some sort of sense of justice. So I don't think in the end it's going to matter to Fred Goldman how much they receive, just the fact that the attorney now has agreed that they will pay out, finally, is a victory for the Goldmans, and they feel a victory for the son and brother. They 1994, when Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown Simpson were so brutally stabbed. I mean, all of us of a certain age remember that whole series of events and the Bronco chase with O.J. headed down the freeway towards Mexico and being pulled over, and then the trial that seemed to go on forever and ever. So it's something I think that the Goldmans have worked so hard for, just to feel that they are getting that little bit of justice for the son and for the brother that they lost back in 1994. So we're reporting on all this all day from the beautiful Fox News studio here in LA. We'll be on the channel all day, and I hope this has been informative for you guys. Have a good one.